Welcome to After Reviewing a Play, Armchair GM. So, this is going to be 32 videos for the 32 teams going into the 2021 season of who's where, what coaches are where, what players are slated to be free agents, what draft picks each team has, basically the facts of all the teams mixed with my portion, which I want to be an armchair GM for all 32 teams and what they should or should not do for the 2021 season. So we're going to start with Duval, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't have to tell you any of the stats that are going to be on. Nope, not that way. That way. Yep, that's my right-hand side. You know their record, 1-15. They were the worst team. They were the 28th ranked offense. They were the 31st ranked defense. Their GM is Trent Baalke. Little history on him. He was the head of personnel last year, got promoted to GM, used to be the former 49er GM. So he's got a little bit of seasoning to him. The best draft pick was Frank Gore. Trent is known to draft players that are projects and hope that they get better. Most of them did not, except one of them turned out to be Mike Davis, if I'm not mistaken. And he turned out pretty okay. He's a seasoned GM. I don't expect a lot of trading. I don't even expect a lot of free agent pickups, but that's your GM. Urban Meyer, unless you've been living under a rock or you really don't watch college football, you don't know who Urban Meyer is. But for all of you who do know college football or don't live under a rock, you know who Urban Meyer is. Coached at Utah, coached at Ohio State, coached at Florida. You know his checkered past and how he is with football teams, but now he's in the big leagues. Let's hope that he's more like Jimmy Johnson and less like Nick Saban. We'll see about that. You got the offensive coordinator, Darrell Bevell, previously in Detroit. Before that, he was in Seattle. So a lot of quarterbacks running around like a chicken with their head cut off. It's the last time I saw Matt Stafford, and before then, Russell Wilson. Granted, I feel like that's just how Russell Wilson is in general, but that is your offensive coordinator. So we'll see how Trevor Lawrence is going to be in this offense. And then you got Joe Cully. He was the defensive line coach for the Baltimore Ravens. We'll see if they convert to a full 3-4 like Baltimore has. The Jags have the most cap space in the NFL. They got $74.8 million. And I'm just running down all these stats so you, the fan, know. Biggest need by position, according to me, is quarterback, safety, offensive tackle, linebacker, defensive tackle. Notable free agents, I'm just going to name a few. You can see the list on the right, so I'm not going to name them all. But Cam Robinson, in my opinion, he's the biggest one of them all. And you have a trio of receivers in Keelan Cole, Chris Conley, and Dede Westbrook. Other than that, you have backups or players that were injured who didn't really contribute. This were my team. If I were Trent Baalke, I am Trent Baalke right now. I'm doing everything in my power to sign Ndamukong Suh because I feel like he is the kind of player that is going to solidify a defense. Look what happened with Tampa last year. 2 years ago, look what happened with the Rams. Look how good the players are around him. Imagine Ndamukong Suh when you have Josh Allen on the edge. Imagine how much freer he'll be. Imagine the run stopping ability of the Jaguars. Imagine how much better all of your linebackers are if you have Ndamukong Suh in the trenches with you. Like all of a sudden you just take one of the worst run defense, you're ranked 30th, already bump it up 5 just by adding him by himself. I need that. And he wants to be in Florida. He loves Florida. He loves not paying taxes. He already has businesses there. Sign him. Just do it. I don't care what it takes. Make sure that happens. The second thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get one of these safeties. The first one I'm trying to target is Marcus May, because Marcus May is a guy who can kind of play anywhere. He's not the fastest, he's not the shiftiest, but he's a heady player. He plays well under coaching. He played for the Jets last year, and obviously the Jets were terrible, but he was not one of the terrible players for the Jets. He's actually a very good, very underrated player, and he would at least like solidify part of that back end. And he's excellent in run support. He's excellent in zone coverage. Not as fierce a man coverage guy, but I need that guy. I need that guy on my team if I'm Jacksonville, because there's probably the weakest position other than quarterback that Jacksonville has. As a matter of fact, I would go in with Gardner Minshew before I go in with any of the safeties for the Jacksonville Jaguars right now. So you get one of those guys. You get Marcus May or you get Keanu Neal. Another thing that I want to do is get a seasoned receiver like a Marvin Jones or even an AJ Green to go with my rookie quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. You're going to need to protect your quarterback. The Jacksonville Jaguars line wasn't bad last year. They definitely wasn't good. I try to add someone else in the draft or through free agency. It'd be very easy to just get Cam Robinson. He is very decent. I would say he's at least a top 25 left tackle in this league. So at least get him. He won't get your quarterback totally killed. You have some other players on that line that are serviceable, much better than what Joe Burrow had last year. At least he won't absolutely die. As far as draft picks are concerned, you got the number 1 pick. That's no secret. Already went over that. The 25th pick overall. This is where it gets a little tricky because there still are a lot of needs. I'm going defense with this pick. You're getting your offensive player in Trevor Lawrence. You need to solidify that really bad defense, and you need to go with someone who can solidify that back 7. I want to get one of these cornerbacks. Patrick Surtain and Caleb Fairley, they're not going to be there. JC Horn, I can't see him falling this far. Maybe. All these other guys, they're back enders, early seconds. You can probably get any of these guys in the first, second round, that being Tyson Campbell, Aaron Robinson, Greg Newsome, Brodarius Williams. I like Brodarius Williams. I think he'd be a really good corner. One of the guys that I would maybe take a chance on, like maybe in the second round, maybe with that second round pick that the Jacksonville Jags have, is Shaun Wade. Because this is a first-round talent who did not play like a first-round talent. So if he actually wants to play like a first-round talent, you get a steal. Because he has all the skills and the qualities to play really well. He just had a lack of even wanting to be on the field when he was, like the last couple games for Ohio State. He got burned a lot. He was jogging. He was just half-hearted. And a lot of times that just does not translate well. But it's one of those things where he's so good on paper. Like he checks all the boxes as far as just athleticism and the game. Like he knows the game. He can play is if he wants to. There you go. That's what I would do as the armchair GM of the Jacksonville Jaguars. I will see you guys with 30 more one of these. Later.